Republic of Kenya, we as Bunge la Mwananchi Jacaranda take this opportunity to thank our millions of followers all over the country for consistently and diligently addressing the issue of abduction. We thank God for the release of the abductees alive. Recently, we have witnessed footages of Kenyan youths who have been vocal in criticizing the government being ambushed by unknown masked men who later forced them into their vehicles and speed off. The abductions have portrayed Kenya as an unsecured country to the outside world, and in this behavior continues, we are likely to witness a decline in tourism and foreign countries giving their citizens warning on their security in Kenya. The conflicting statement by security agencies that there are no abductions, despite evidence from footages, have made the citizens worried of their security and also living in consistent fear. We urge the government to take all full responsibility of guaranteeing citizens their security and freedom of expression. The government should welcome criticism to increase its efficiency and to measure its performance. The government should take note on the issue affecting Kenyans and address them immediately. Moreover, the government must fulfill the promises it made to Kenyans, and we will not relent in championing for the interest of the youths and public interest. We will do it at all costs without fear of succumbing to any intimidation. Bunge la Mwananchi Jacaranda thanks in a special way the Law Society of Kenya, religious leaders led by Catholic, Anglican, PCA, Legio Maria, Rome Salaba, Akorino, and all churches in Kenya, the Kenya Human Rights Commission, and all other activism groups. We also in a special way thank our political leaders who have remained committed for fighting for public interest, including His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga, former Deputy President His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, Honorable Babu Owino, Senator of Kisii Honorable Nyonka, Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya, Manyata Constituency Member of Parliament Honorable Mukunji, among others. Honorable Mukunji, among others. We can't forget to thank our leading media in Kenya, including but not limited to Citizen TV, KTN, NTV, and all other online medias for the dedication in addressing and broadcasting the abduction shenanigans. Also, we thank all Kenyans on social media, that is on Facebook, X app, and TikTok, for pushing for the release of the abducted youths.
We appeal to our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, to follow the Machiavellian principle of keeping friends for friendship and working with the competent in order for him to achieve the pledges he made to Kenyans. We urge the politicians surrounding the President to stop sycophancy and tell him the reality on the ground. Public interest should come first before personal interests. We call upon our National Intelligence Service to give our President factual information to avoid repetition of the contradicting statements like the ones we witnessed on the abduction case. From the feedback we as Bunge la Mwananchi Jacaranda have obtained from our followers all over the country, the new university funding model is so discriminative and have made the cost of education high, especially to the students from vulnerable families who have missed the scholarships. On education, the government should fully implement CBC by employing more junior secondary school teachers, providing learning materials for grade 9 students, and constructing enough classrooms to create a conducive environment for learning. Our followers have complained that SHA and SHIF are not working well, and that have made it hard for them to get appropriate medical care. Inadequate health Our followers have complained that SHA and SHIF are not working well, that have made it hard for them to get appropriate medical care. Inadequate health personnel and drugs have made health sector in this country so poor. We therefore urge the government to ensure that SHA and SHIF are working, and it should be the citizens saying that it's working, but not leaders. Our followers have also complained about the punitive taxation policies which have made business environment so unconducive. We as Bunge la Mwananchi Jacaranda, economists and political intellects, feels overtaxation reduces the tax basis and thus lowers collection of taxes. If the government intends to collect more taxes, it should broaden the tax base by reducing punitive taxes and giving incentives to encourage both small-scale and large-scale investments. This will not only make the government collect more revenue, but also it will help in reducing the unemployment level in the country. Bunge la Mwananchi Jacaranda economists and political intellects recommends the following economic books to our President Dr. William Ruto and his economic advisors. Why Nation Fails by James A. Robinson, How Rich Countries Got Rich and Why Poor Countries Stay Poor by Eric Reinette. We encourage our followers all over the country, together with our religious leaders, political leaders, activists, non-governmental organizations, to continue keeping the government on check and championing for the public interest. We also request our youth to criticize the government responsibly by attacking the issues but not personalities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This statement kwa wale ama kwa katika lugha ya Kiswahili ni kwa njia ama kwa siku kadhaa tumeona utekaji nyara ambapo baadhi yetu wanasusia kwamba huenda wale watu wanajiteka nyara. Iwapo watu hawa wanajiteka nyara ama wanatekwa nyara, ni majukumu ya serikali, kwa sababu kuna msemo unasemekana kwamba serikali ina mkono mrefu zaidi. Mbona serikali haijajitokeza wazi na kutuonyesha peupe ya kwamba watu hawa walijiteka nyara na walijificha katika hizi area za sanaa ambazo wanasema? Hii inaleta uoga kwa wananchi, wanaogopa kutembea, wanaogopa kutoa maoni yao jinsi katiba inaeleza. Kwa hivyo tunaiomba serikali iliyoko kazini. Tunajua muna uwezo, muna mikakati na muna kila mbinu za kufanya chochote mnachoweza. Kile tunawasihi kukifanya ni kuwafanyia wananchi waliowachagua kazi, na iwe kazi ya busara, iwe kazi inayoonekana. It is very saddening how the government is responding to issues of abduction, is responding to issues of people disappearing, yet there is no clear information. And this make Kenya nationwide inakuwa imewekwa category fulani. It's either the government is playing us or we are playing the government. But we understand the government have got all resources that should expose these people who are trying to tarnish the name of our country. Kenya is so peaceful. Let the government accept criticisms na irekebishe mahala inakosea, sio kupotea na vijana barubaru. Asanteni sana.